Hi my babies, hi and welcome back to another Sunday in Mimosa. Today's Sunday in Mimosa is Amazing Friendships Don't Die. So before we get all the way into it, do not forget until the end of July, you get 25% off everything Virgo Garden when you enter the code July25 in all caps, as well as we are starting the Kobe Bryant Challenge July 14th to August 4th. So make sure you're prepared and ready for that as well. So today's Sunday in Mimosa, I kind of feel like it's a little overdue. It's a little overdue. And it's about my friend Tristan. So this is the story of me and Tristan, y'all. We met in the ninth grade when we were both in high school. My cousin was actually staying at some lady's house. Like she was friends with her daughter, allegedly. But you don't talk bad about your friends if you're friends with them. But the girl was nice enough to let my cousin come stay there because my cousin ain't had nowhere to go. So it was in a different city, so different high school. So she ends up introducing me to Tristan via the phone. And it's because her and Tristan, they were, I don't know, they were trying to talk or whatever it was. Like my cousin, she flirt with every fucking body, okay? My cousin is the type of person, if you have a group of friends, because she didn't have friends, so it's like she would move around a lot because she was homeless pretty much her whole childhood. So like different places she would stay with friends or with her mom's friends, or she would come and stay with us. And because she didn't have friends, she would try to take our friends, or she would date our friends, which is a little whorish, but But yeah, so she was trying to dump Tristan off on me because she wanted to talk to his homeboy, and she actually ended up dating his homeboy. And his homeboy actually used to date her friend that she was staying with too. So just messy, okay? Just messy. So she tried to dump Tristan off on me. And we talked on the phone for like a week. Cause me and him, we were the same age. He's 5 months older than me. And we talked on the phone for like a week, and we realized we don't like each other like that. Okay, we don't like each other like that. But we ended up building like an amazing friendship, and that was the start of it. So we used to talk on the phone a lot. Like when we was in high school, like after high school, like we used to talk on the phone a lot. And we would vent to each other about school because he had upperclassmen, because he was very nice looking. Like people would compare him, although I think it's a lazy comparison, to like Morris Chestnut, but like he's dark skinned and nice looking though, basically. And like that got a lot of attention from girls and stuff, and like guys would hate on him for that. And then I had upperclassmen at my high school that was hating on me too. And then we also like would like just talk about life and what we want to do like once we got grown and stuff. And of course laugh and joke and just pop shit to each other. Like I remember one time he called me and he was and he was high, and I hadn't started smoking yet, so I didn't know what like smoking weed felt like. And he was high. And he was over there at his best friend's house, and he was like, Nina, I think I'm blind. I think I'm blind. I can't see nothing. Everything's dark. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I said, go get some water. I was like, flush out your eyes. Then it clicked. I was like, boy, you high. I said, Tristan. He said, yeah. I said, are your eyes closed? He said, I think. I said, boy, open up your eyes. He was so high. His eyes were, he was so high he couldn't get his eyes to open. He thought he was going blind. I don't know what be happening to y'all when y'all be smoking for the first time, but like I thank God I ain't go through nothing like that. Okay? And I remember like another time we was on the phone, and these guys came to, what was this old man, he brought two young guys with him. And they were supposed to be fixing our bathroom. Our landlord had paid them to fix our bathroom. Kind of found out these fools ain't know what the hell they was doing. And the man left a big ass hole in the wall by the tub. So like anything from outside could get in. And oh baby, it did. Because he left it like that for 2 months. We had a whole entire hole in the bathroom for 2 months. All right, a big hole at that. It's like he took a sledgehammer and just knocked the wall in or something, and then left it. And then left it. So a mouse ends up getting in the house. Like one of the field mice ends up getting in the house. But usually he would stay like in the bathroom or something, because we wouldn't go in that bathroom because like, unless we had to pee, because, like, you can't use the shower. And I was on the phone with Tristan one night, and I heard this noise, because me and my sister used to share a room. And I heard this noise, and I looked, and the mouse was coming up under the door, and he ran straight across the floor, right up under my sister's bed. And my sister's bed used to be so junky up under there. Like, my mama would come in there, and she would get tired of my sister being so, like, trifling and just nasty. And she would just come in there and just clean up, like, up under my sister's bed. And I would help her sometimes. I'm like, you shouldn't have to do that, but I'm going to help you anyway. My sister's 6 years older than me, and my mama actually says still to this day, like, Nina was the neat child, and my sister, like, she was the dirty trifling one. So anytime me and my sister shared a room, my mom would always put my bed in front of the door. So my side of the room would be in front of the door. She said, just in case we have guests, they see Nina's side of the room, which is all nice and neat, and unless they come all the way in the room, then they would see my sister's side. But yeah, it was bad, but it was so junky up under her bed. Me and my little cousins used to call it Afghanistan. And me and Tristan was joking about it. And I was like, yeah, the mouse went up under. I was screaming. I was like, yeah, the mouse just went up under my sister's bed. He said, we gonna call him Osama. Like, we would just have, like, little jokes and insiders and stuff like that. Like, that was my guy. So, like I said, we always used to, like, talk on the phone and stuff. And we always used to, like, talk about, like, yeah, when one of us get a car, like, we gonna link up and we gonna meet. Like, when we was in high school. But we never did. We never did. So, we had to move out the house I grew up in. And we was homeless for 3 weeks. And I ended up staying with my paternal grandfather. And I had my own room. But he was at work most of the day. Cause I let my granddaddy down. He was at work most of the day. And I didn't want to come out my room because I was trying to avoid my step-grandma. When I say she is ghetto, woo, baby, the park ain't come out of her, even though she came out the park. Okay, she is ghetto. So it's like I would stay in my room and she wouldn't like that, but I don't want to talk to you. Talk to you about what? Okay, like, seriously. Like, I'm more mature and more intelligent than you, and I'm 16. We have nothing to discuss. Okay, we really don't. But when I say Tristan was there for me the 3 weeks I was homeless, like, we would talk on the phone. He would be texting me all day. Like, he seriously got me through homelessness. Like, he really did. I didn't even know we was homeless. But he seriously got me through that, man. And it's like stuff like that is what I look at. Like, you come and you rock with me. You come and you rock with me when I'm homeless, or like you help me out and I ain't have to ask and you don't expect nothing in return. It's stuff like that that I look at that make you a solid person to me. So me and him ended up making a pact when we were like 17. And we said if we weren't married by 30, we was gonna marry each other because we didn't want to deal with anyone else's mess. And I mean, at that point in time, it seemed like a good idea. But now that, I'm older, I'm like, yeah, we probably wouldn't have did that. We would have tried to kill each other. We probably wouldn't have did. He's an Aries, by the way. That's my guy. That's my guy. So we ended up finally finding the place. Well, I found the place. My mama paid for it. I'm the one that found it and stuff. But so we moved into the apartment. Y'all know the apartment that I got jumped and stabbed at. And that's when I started dating my ex-fiance. And he knew about me and Tristan's friendship, but what I did not know was how jealous of our friendship he was. And I just don't understand. If you're cheating, okay, what does it matter who's my friend, who I'm talking to, when you're talking and dealing with other people? But neither here nor there, okay? Gracious, Nina was just a dum-dum. I'm sitting here trying to think like a grown person, a serious adult relationship, like we getting married. I'm thinking like a wife, and yeah, never mind. Okay, never mind. So anyways, he was jealous of the friendship, and because me and Trisha, we'd be on the phone sometimes half the day, or we'd be texting all day, but we had a real bond, a real connection, and it was not sexual. It was straight platonic. It was not sexual. And the only reason why I won't say like the entire friendship was straight platonic, because how we got introduced to each other, my cousin was trying to make us talk to each other, and we tried, and was like, I don't really like you like that. I don't really like you like that either. I mean, you cool, but I just don't like you like that. And so we decided to be friends. And some people don't understand that or get that because all they think about is fucking. Okay, they're so damn shallow. But like I said, we would talk all day, text all day, and Like, my ex-fiance would get mad, but like, nigga, you didn't have a phone. I mean, you had a phone, but you didn't have money to keep it on. So who the fuck I'm supposed to talk to all day? Okay? Like, the fuck? So Tristan hits me up one day, and I'm riding in the car with my ex-fiance and my mama, and he was telling me that he went to the ER, and I could tell by the way he sounded, it didn't sound good. I could tell he really didn't feel good. And he was going to the ER because he kept having headaches, like really bad headaches. So I was telling my mom about it when I got off the phone, because in my intuition, I felt something was wrong. And my ex-fiance fussed at me and talked down to me, and he was like, oh, he's stupid, who go to the ER for headaches, and you know, like, sitting there down talking to my friend. I'm like, well, he didn't feel good, so apparently he went for a reason. And like, when I say that shit pissed me off so bad. So I end up hitting Tristan up later, and he told me that he ended up getting diagnosed with a brain tumor. He had cancer. Yeah, he had cancer. And that's why he kept getting the headaches. So it's a good thing that he went to the ER. Just because my ex-fiance was not raised by neither one of his trifling ass parents, okay, and clearly didn't have anyone as a child to love on him correctly, because even his mama's family didn't want him, okay. Some of us actually give a fuck about our health just because you don't, sir, okay. Damn gracious. But when he told me that it was cancer, my heart broke, because I just knew in my intuition it was not good. I knew it was. I knew it wasn't good. So naturally, I mean, that's my homie. We became even closer after his diagnosis. And I tried to talk to him as much as I could, regardless of how my ex-fiance felt. Because, like, you're not putting your friends to the side for me. I'm not about to put my friend to the side for you. And, like, it was drama. But, like, my nigga, I'm not about to stop talking to Tristan just because you don't like him. Or because you hating on him, or you don't like our friendship. He was there for me through homelessness. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, it's just like the same thing with people on the internet that need to mind their fucking business. Mad because I still love the man that I love. That man was there for me through homelessness. That man came and kicked it with me in the car for 45 minutes. Well, we had a 45-minute kissing session. He was there for like close to 2 hours, but I'm like legit living in the car. All my shit piled up in the back. Like, all my shit is in the trunk. Queen Alchemy in the trunk. Like, I'm making products in the car, like, bruh. And that man came and kicked it with me like we was chilling in a mansion or something. Like, we was vibing out. That man looked at me, listen, okay, the way that man loved on me when I was homeless, that shit is irreplaceable. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. Somebody there for me when I'm homeless. All honesty, anybody could come and try to, no, it's fuck you. It's fuck you. Nina ride for hers. Nina ride for hers. Because you don't find people like that every day that don't want anything from you other than happiness, other than for you to be, fulfilled in your life, other than wanting the best for you, even when you're at your absolute low, because homelessness is definitely an absolute low. And for that man to love me through that, yeah, it's him over y'all forever, okay? Straight up, like, that's because certain people, they ain't really been through shit. And I'm glad that you ain't have such a rough life, or whatever the case may be. But I had a rough life because my rough life comes with a huge purpose and a huge responsibility behind it. I've been through things. So when people rock with me genuinely, I'ma fuck with them the long way. Whether we speaking or not, I'ma fuck with them the long way. Some of y'all need to learn what loyalty is and learning how to appreciate genuine people, man. But anyways, okay. Like I said, we became closer because of that. And, like, you're not going to separate me from my friend just because you feel some type of way because you're insecure, because you're a piece of shit and you ain't doing what you need to do. I guarantee you, if Tristan had a damn child, he would have took care of that child. I bet you that. The fuck? So, me and my ex-fiance ended up breaking up, and that's when the Sunday Mimosa I just did about when the side chick becomes sloppy seconds happen. So that was our first time breaking up, and I needed a break. I was a hot mess. And remember, I kept telling y'all I was trying to figure out the last time I went on vacation. This was the last time I went on vacation. It was the summer of 2008. Okay, the summer of 2008. I went to my uncle's house for 2 weeks in Northern Virginia to get away. And, like, I went up there, kick it with my cousin. Like, I was getting closer to God because my uncle didn't know I read the Bible. And he just so happened to come in the room one night. And I was reading the Bible. And he, like, stopped in his tracks. And he was like, I didn't know you read the Bible. Yeah, very much so. Okay. Been reading it for 2 years strong at that point. Very much so, sir. So it's like I went like to get away, to get my head straight, like to get close to the guy, like to just take my mind off the drama with my ex fiance, because it was a lot of drama. And when I say Tristan was so supportive the entire time, he was there for me the entire time, yo. The entire time, like we was texting him, hitting him up, how you feeling today, this, that, and the third, and he told me about chemo, and we were real fucking friends, man. So he ended up telling me, cause like I vented to him. I was telling him like the stuff I was going through about the roach bitch and this, that, and the third. And he was like, that relationship ain't no good. You deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. And my ex didn't even know I had left until I was gone for over a week. Oh, he was pissed. He was pissed. How dare you go out of town? And it actually scared the fuck out of him. And I think that's part of the reason when I came back, we ended up getting back together. Because he's like, oh shit, she going out of town and shit. Yeah, nigga, fuck you. You said you about to leave and move and this, that, and the third. Okay, well, I'm going out of town, my nigga. Okay, fuck you. So when I came back from my uncle's house is when I finally got to meet Tristan. And we ended up meeting at a local mall called Greenbrier Mall, because that's was out there with the city he was at. And we had a good time. We was laughing, we was joking, we were talking shit to each other like we always do. We always be popping shit to each other. And I remember I went and got some Chick-fil-A, and I got sick off the Chick-fil-A. I ended up getting food poison off the Chick-fil-A. And of course, Tristan checked on me when he found out I had got sick, and my ex-fiance didn't. But like I said, also when I came back from my uncle's house, me and my ex-fiance, we ended up getting back together. My grandma passed away. He ends up moving in. My grandma on my dad's side. And he ends up moving in. And me and Tristan's phone calls started slowing down, but I was still texting him though. So me and Tristan end up meeting again some months later at the same mall. And we was taking pictures. He had gained some weight because of the chemo. I could tell he felt some fucking type of way about it. He really did. He really did. But he's an Aries. He ain't gonna show that he did. He felt some type of way about it. But of course we was laughing and joking like we always do. I did ask him, was he scared? And he told me like yes and no. He was like, yeah, I'm scared to die. But he was like, at the same time, like it's God's will. At 19, bro. Well, he was 18 going on 19. He was about to turn 19. Like, at 18 years old, like, this is how this man is thinking. Okay, that was my real friend. That's how that man is thinking. Like, I can't control what the fuck going on, so I'm gonna just live my life up until I can't no more. He also ended up telling me in that conversation, my cousin that introduced us, he didn't like her because she was too damn messy. And then he told me the story. I'm like, yep, that sounds like her, because she was hating on the girl. Like I said, she was hating on the girl that let her move in when she was a teenager. It's like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with that bitch, okay? I really don't. I don't even understand how she can hate on that girl. Because me and that girl, we still cool to this day. We still friends on Facebook. And when I say she dope as shit, she dope as shit, man. She's beautiful. She got a great personality. Like, people love her. She's very popular. My cousin wanted to be that girl. And that's the problem. My cousin get jealous of females like me and like that girl. And there's a few other people. Even my homegirl, well, my ex-friend, Cece. Like, she jealous of Cece too. First off, she automatically jealous of light-skinned people, because she want to be light-skinned and white so damn bad. No offense to nobody. Okay? It's like, y'all really got to stop with that colorism shit, man. Okay? Y'all really do, man. Damn, how you gonna hate on that lady because she light-skinned and because she the shit, though? Like, the shit just whack to me. It's just whack to me. It really is. But yeah, he didn't like her because she did some messy shit. Like, yeah, I ain't fucking with your cousin no more. I said, well, I ain't fucking with her either. Okay? I ain't fucking with her either. And also, he gave me a tour of his old job because he used to work at J.C. Penney's. I just really wanted to spend as much time with him as I could. Like, I don't care. Let's go walk around J.C. Penney's. Like, my nigga, you sick. Like, I'm trying to spend as much time with you as I can. And I also asked him to give me a ride. I could have got my mom to give me a ride home. But like I said, I want to spend a lot of time with him. So I was like, Tristan, give me a ride home. He said, give you a ride home? You stay in Portsmouth. Okay, and they be shooting out there. I ain't going out there because he stay in a nice neighborhood, a bougie neighborhood, a well manicured, safe neighborhood. Okay? Where I stayed out the manor. It was safe on the side of the manor. I stayed on there. You cross the boulevard, that's on you. Okay? that's on you. But like a lot of people, like friends I had from like different cities, they would be scared to come to Portsmouth. They're like, nah, they be shooting out there. They call it Pistol City for a reason. I'm gonna need bulletproof everything. You're like, yo, you stay in Portsmouth. I ain't going out Portsmouth. I was like, you won't give your friend a ride home, Tristan. He was like, how far you stay in Portsmouth? I said, not that far. I said, if you just go down Military Highway, okay? First off, it's called Highway, so you know it's far. I was like, not that far. I was like 10, 15 minutes at the 20 tops. He said, it better be, Nina. He said, how far, Nina? I said, I stay 6 lights. I said, by the time we get to the 6th light, we going to be at my house. He said, all right, when we get to the 6th light, wherever we at, you getting out. I was like, okay. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, is it 6 lights? Man, it was more like 20 lights, bro. It was more like 15, 20 lights. We got to the 6th light. We were still on Military Highway. He stopped the car at the light. He told some get out. I said, what? He said, this is the 6th light. Get your ass out. I said, Tristan, stop playing with me, bro. He unlocked the car door, everything. He got cars honking at him. I was like, bro, stop playing with me. Of course, he took me home, but that's how we would joke and play with each other, though. And, like, that's the things I love about Tristan. Like, we laugh, we have fun, but we really would have each other's back. And we wouldn't judge. And then also, like, my favoriteest thing about him, we kept this so funky with each other. Like, when I said that was one of my most honest friends, bro. We kept this so funky with each other. But, yeah, I had a lot of fun with him. That day at the mall. We took pictures. And I got to take a picture with his sunglasses on. I tried to take the sunglasses, but he wouldn't let me. Okay, baby, he was in Aries. All right? But he act like in Aries. But he had the fashion sense of a Pisces, all right? Like, his fashions was on point. He wasn't playing that shit, y'all. So, I don't know, it was like some name brand sunglasses or something. He won't let me have that shit. I wish he would, but he won't let me have that. So, his birthday was coming up, and he invited me to, he was having a birthday get-together with all his friends, and they were going to play laser tag. And I never played laser tag before, and I'm like, I wanted to go, but I didn't know any of his other friends, and like, I just didn't want to be judged, and I'm like, they bougie and stuff, and this, that, and the third. And I was also shy and introverted, which really didn't start happening. I mean, like, I always been introverted, but as far as like hanging out with a group of people, this, that, and the third, like, I would go hang out with people. If I warm up to you, I warm up to you. If not, then I don't. And I noticed, though, I started becoming antisocial after my ex-fiance moved in. I wasn't that damn antisocial at all. I was a very social person. And Tristan wanted me to come laser tag with him. I'm like, no, I don't know your friends, this, that, and the third. So he was like, well, let's do dinner and a movie. And I was like, and y'all know how I feel about dinner and a movie. But for my friend Tristan, I was going to go, okay, dinner and a movie, let's go. So I asked my ex, like, could I go? And I shouldn't have asked. I should have just went. And he said no. So I'm thinking, like, cause we're engaged now. So I'm thinking like a wife, like, well, my man said I can't go. So I told Trisha, I'm like, he said I can't go. And he was so upset. He was like, Nina, are you serious? He's like, I just want to spend time with you. And that's all he kept fucking saying, bro. He's like, I just want to spend time with you. Nina, I'm sick. I just want to spend time with you. It's like he knew something wasn't good either. And oh my God, man. When I say I'm so pissed with myself for not going, I did not go. Tristan even said he would pay for my ex-fiance. My ex-fiance, that sound like a date. What type shit that nigga on? That sound like a date. I said, he said he'll pay for you too. Nah, I ain't going. I ain't about to let no nigga pay for. I wish I just would have fucking went anyway, man. I wish I would have fucking. This is one of the reasons why I'm still pissed with my ex-fiance, bruh. And I should be mad with myself too, but ooh, bro. I swear, bro. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get in a fucking relationship. I mean, I do, but at the same time, I don't want nobody feeling like they can control me. Like, yeah, I want to consider your feelings. Okay, God just said, but Nina, the next person you're going to get in a relationship with ain't going to be nothing like that. Like, you're not going to tell me I can't kick it with my friends and my friend terminally ill. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. Straight up. No, that's something I ain't got over yet. I'll be honest. That's something I ain't got over yet. And that man said he gonna pay for you and you still ain't gonna go? Fuck you, man. So I ended up not going. And Tristan kept it 100 with me. He said, Nina, for real. He said, I love you. He said, I'm mad at you about this. He said, but you in an abusive relationship. He let me know you in an abusive relationship. And I was like, I don't think it's abuse. No, you in an abusive relationship. All like I'm trying to tell you, all summer he kept telling me, you need to get out of a relationship that's abuse. You need to get out of a relationship that's abuse. And he even told me at one point, he was like, Nina, he said, if you keep dealing with that and you keep dealing with him and letting him come between our friendship, he said, we ain't gonna be able to be friends or we ain't gonna be cool like we was before. And like I didn't want that. Like that's my friend. I didn't fucking want that, bro. And I told him I wasn't gonna let our friendship end. You know, I told him I was gonna figure something out. I was not about to let our friendship end. Period. Period. And so basically, we just stuck to texting because, like I said, I won't giving up my friend. So one day I'm out my old neighborhood and I'm over Mac's house and I went to go see somebody I considered a little sister at the point in time who stayed on my block named Nisha. And like I would always go see Nisha. Well, not always, but most of the time I would go see Nisha. Like if it was during the daytime, and I went to go to Mac house, I would hear her up like, "Sis, what you doing?" And I'm like, "You at the house?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Can I come through?" I'm around the corner. She's like, "Yeah, come through." And like come visit me for a little bit. So I mean, like, as soon as I walk in the door, "Hey sis, what's up?" Da 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 da. And she knows Tristan. Like she don't know him like that, but I've been over there a few times when I went to go visit her, and me and Tristan be texting. Or he'll call me or something. I remember one time I went over there to go see her, and me and her was texting. I said something smart, and Tristan said, "Hell up, Nina," and I was like, "You evil dog," and I said it out loud though, and she was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "Oh, I'm texting my friend Tristan." She was like, "Oh, tell him I said hey," but I told her what he said, and he was like, "Hell up, Nina," and she thought that shit was so funny. She said, "I'm gonna start saying that. Hell up means shut the hell up, but just hell up." So he was like, "Hell up, Nina." I was like, did you just tell me hell up, you asshole? Like, okay. So like I walk in my sister's house, I sit down, and me and her having conversation. She told me like how her mama doing, her little sister, cause like her little sister, that's my little boo, and how her grandma doing and stuff, cause her grandma was sick. And I get on Facebook, I just felt in my intuition, get on Facebook, and I will not ever forget it. It was July 14th. It was July 14th, 2009. As soon as I get on Facebook, all I see is rest in peace, Tristan, rest in peace, Tristan, rest in peace, Tristan, rest in peace, Tristan, rest in peace. I said, what the fuck? I kept calling him and texting him, bro. And I hadn't spoke to him in a month. I'm like, yo, we speak every week. Where the fuck is Tristan at? Where is he at? But I was going through so much with my ex-fiance because we had got arrested and I'm in court and shit now. And like we fell off. And I didn't know he was in the hospital for a whole fucking month because I'm in fucking court with this fuck ass nigga. When I say the worst relationship of my life, then y'all wonder why I'll be saying, yo, I'm the runner. This is why. If I gotta go through shit like that where I end up missing out on my fucking friends and shit when they dying, I don't want to be in no fucking relationship. Ain't no love fucking worth that. Man, that's some bullshit, bro. I know it won't love, but still, man. That's some bullshit. I'm still trying to forgive myself. I done had conversations with Tristan on the other side. I done did a whole public apology to that man on Facebook and told him that he was right. I done get that man all his flowers, but I never apologized to him and told him you was right when you told me I was in an abusive relationship and I should have listened to you because you was just looking out for your friend. So I had to publicly apologize to that man and tell him that on Facebook, man. When I say I'm mad at my damn self, I just wish I ain't fall in love with that fuck nigga. I wish I ain't fall in love with that fuck nigga. I had my life on track. Baby, I had dropped out of high school. It was my first time dropping out of high school. I already said what I was going to do. I said, I'm going to go get me another job because I had just quit my job. I said, I'm going to go get me another job. I'm going to get my GED. I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get a crib. I had my shit, and I said, then I'm going to go to college. I had my shit set out. And between my devilish ass family and that devilish ass nigga, my God, bro. Nina pissed with her damn self, man. Cause Tristan kept trying to look out for me. Cause he know the type of person I am. He know my gifts, my skills, my talents. Cause we used to sit there and write music. We kept saying we're gonna do a song together. We're gonna do a song together. So some people may not understand. Oh, why you 34 and you still doing? Or you just now starting music? This is why. Cause I ain't just doing music for me. I'm doing music for my homeboy Tristan. I'm doing music for my homeboy Skeet. Cause they can't show the world their talents and skills. This shit ain't just for me. It ain't just for me. My purpose is connected to something bigger than me and then just me. It ain't just for me. I'm just the one being used. And that's what you jealous, low vibrational ass bitches need to realize. When somebody is chosen, when somebody is touched and anointed by God, we're not showing off. We're not being boastful. It's what God put in us, baby. Take it up with your maker because you don't add up to us. That ain't our fucking fault. We naturally come lifted. We naturally come gifted. We naturally come lit. It ain't our fault. Period. And that's why some of y'all be having excessive haters, baby. That's why. You anointed, you gifted, you touched by God. That shit naturally gonna come with hate. Look how they did Yeshua. Come on, man. Look how they did Yeshua. So yeah, I'm crushed. I'm crushed. I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. I gotta go. She was like, what happened? What happened? I was like, Tristan died. I gotta go. And she was like, oh my God, sis, I'm so sorry. I run back to Mac house. My ex-fiance won't there. Mac and my sister was there. And I just run in the garage. I was like, Tristan died. And it was like, oh my God, Nina, I'm so sorry. Like, I just fell the fuck apart. I'm sitting there in the chair in the driveway waiting for my ex to walk back up. He walked up 20 minutes later. He was like, sweetheart, what's wrong? And I was like, Tristan died. He was like, baby, I'm sorry to hear that. And nigga kept it pushing. The nigga kept it pushing. When I say, boy, I'm be honest with you. Ain't too many people. I say this, but I hate you, bro. I hate you, bro. I hate you, bro. I do. You are the worst, bruh. You're the worst, bro. You are a horrible person. You are a horrible, narcissistic, manipulative, lying, abusive, shortcoming ass person. You fall short on every fucking thing. I hate you, bro. I'm gonna forgive you one day completely. But this shit right here with Tristan, nigga, fuck you. Straight up. Fuck you. And think you gonna get back with me. Not ever. Not ever. You ain't deserve to be with me in the first fucking place, you lying, manipulative ass weasel. Anyways, about my friend. Well, this is the thing. I couldn't really mourn my friend. Cause me and my mama get into an argument. Cause why you just won't let me drive the car to his funeral? No, she want to be difficult and give me a hard time. Like, you already know I'm stressed. I just want to drop you off at work, go to his funeral, come and pick you up from work, and go home and finish mourning my friend. She won't let me get the car. Well, how I'm supposed to get to his funeral? Catch the bus. You know that's like a 2-hour bus ride, though. Like, the fuck? So now I gotta catch the bus to my friend's funeral. She was nice enough to give me the money for it. Okay? Like, the fuck, man. Alright, right, to catch the bus to my friend's funeral. Let it be my sister, though. She would have took off work and went with my sister. She ain't do none of that for me. So guess who I gotta go with? My ex-fiance on the bus. This nigga complaining the whole time. I don't want to get up and I don't want to go and da-da-da-da-da. But yet you sitting up here dragging me, though, and telling everybody I want support for you because I ain't go with you to your daddy's memorial service. But nigga, you sitting there bitching, crying, and stressing me out over Tristan's funeral service, though. And I can't even fucking mourn my friend. Stop lying and stop manipulating the fucking story and the narrative and tell them people the truth, nigga. You are the fucking worst. You mad 'cause I ain't go to your damn daddy memorial service? Fuck your daddy memorial service, nigga. You stressed me out at my friend's funeral. Fuck you. The hell? The whole time we at the... First off, we finally get there. I just want to get there on time. I just want to make sure I don't miss it. I just so happened to find out who his best friend was. Shout out to O. And, like, O gave me the details because I didn't know nobody. I didn't even know his mama. I didn't know nobody that was connected to him other than the girl my cousin was hating on. And I ain't had no contact with her at the point in time. And me and her, like I said, we good. We ain't got no issues. It's just I ain't had no contact with her at the point in time. I didn't know nobody. I ain't know nobody. So I'm like, how the fuck I'm supposed to figure out information, this, that, and the third? Just so happened his best friend got up there and made a post, and I hit him up like, bro, like, I need details, funeral, this, that, and the third. And he let me know, and boy, I was the first one there. I was the first one there. And the eerie part is that he was basically where they had his service at was the same church they had my grandma's service at. That's the eerie part. But I was the first one there. The church people was nice enough, because they're like, oh, baby, you got to wait. I was like, I caught the bus here. And they're like, well, we'll let y'all come in and sit in, but you're not supposed to come in before the family. But they were nice enough to let us come in and sit to the side. And I was just nervous. I was like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking his body's going to be there. Thank God his mama did not bring his body, because that would have been way worse for me. Okay, that would have been way worse for everybody. Because when I say, ooh, that funeral was deep. Bruh, it was over 200 people in that funeral. That funeral was deep. That man was loved. Good people. That man was loved. My ex-fiance, I'm ready to go. When this funeral gonna start? This and the third. Like, the people ain't even walked in yet. Finally, the funeral starts. The people walk in. First person I see is his mama. I mean, just out of guilt, I just hopped up like I was in the military or something. And she walked up to me. I just kept saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's all I could keep saying over and over. I'm so sorry. And she walked right up to me. She said, hi, Nina. Because my cousin told me. She said his mama knows all his friends. Even if she never met you, she know all his friends. She know what you look like. She know your name. She know all his friends. That boy got a lot of friends. I said, ain't no way in hell his mama gonna know me. That lady walked right up to me and said, hi, Nina. And she was smiling so hard. I know she probably thought, like, I forgot about him or I wasn't gonna come because of my ex-fiance. I know because he used to tell his mama everything. So I know he told his mama my business. And I'm not mad about that. Mama was cool as shit. I wish I could get in contact with her. I'd be so worse. Somebody hitting her up all the time. I wish I could get in contact with her, man. Because that was her only child. And she served in the military. That was her only child, man. Can you imagine? 19 years old, got to bury your son at 19. Fuck, man. And St. Jude would not take him because he was over 18. I know. Yeah. Kind of got a little rift with St. Jude behind that too. I'm like, y'all could have took him. Okay, y'all could have took him. But, yeah, I know. But you know, when you emotional as your people, you see shit different. That lady walked up right up to me. She said, hi, Nina. I said, oh my God. And she was so happy. She said, I'm so happy you're here. Baby, I wasn't gonna miss that shit. I don't give a fuck. I had to walk. I would have started walking the night before. I wasn't about to miss that fucking funeral for nothing. If I had to fight my ex-fiance physically the whole way there and showed up looking like Tina Turner when she walked into that hotel after she beat the shit out of Ike with that damn heel in the back of that limo. Okay, now that was a woman empowerment moment. Okay, if I had to walk up in that funeral looking like I would come, man. I would come. I was in the hospital bed. You better roll me up in there. I would come. I wasn't about to miss that shit for nothing. Even though I had the devil sitting beside me, I wasn't about to miss it for nothing. She was just so happy I came. She did speak to my ex-fiance, but I could already tell she won't feel it, huh? She won't feel it, huh? And she had every right to. Because he's sitting there hating on her son, and her son's sick. Like, come on now. She won't feel it, huh? She won't feel it, huh? Boy, Tristan would have whooped that man's ass. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, Tristan. Because he was like me, like, get in fights. Because people always want to put, their hands on you. Like, we ain't trying to fight, but we got to fight. Because people keep putting us in them predicaments, so we end up in, like, random type of people. But I'm like, it's that scooping up, man. Okay? Because, like, me and Tristan, we was a lot of, like, we don't go starting drama. We don't go looking for drama. But, like, don't disrespect, though. You know, don't disrespect. You ain't about to just run over me like that. Don't disrespect, though. But I was glad she didn't bring his body. She actually cremated him, I believe. But she had, like, a slideshow for his friends and stuff. Like, a picture. He was dressed in a Barney suit and shit. I know he would have been pissed. He was so cute, though. I know he would have been pissed. And, like, my ex-fiance sitting there, like, hating the whole time. Sure was a lot of females. It sure is. We called him Swagger for a reason. He had hella swag, baby. Something that you ain't ever gonna have. He had hella swag. And then the irony is a girl that I did not get along with in high school because she thought she could bully me and this and the third ended up coming late and sitting right beside us. She sat right beside me. And she ain't come with nobody. And I mean, she just broke down crying. I was like, damn it. I was like, come here. Okay, and I would rather hold a girl and she knew who I was. And she told me that she appreciated me. She said, I really appreciate that. I was like, I understand. He was my friend too. I understand. Exactly. Because a funeral ain't no place for drama, acting like a drama queen. Okay. But, I would have rather held her. And that's what I did. I scooted over 2 seats and I held her. I ain't even, okay. I stayed down there with her the rest of the funeral. I'm like, I just do not want to be around him right now. And I mean, it was a beautiful memorial, a funeral memorial service. You know, his body won't there, but still. It was beautiful. And, like, people got to stand up and go tell stories and stuff. And, yeah, and then everybody went home after that. Everybody went home. He ended up calling one of his homeboys because he wanted to get drunk and fucked up. And, yeah, nigga miss me. Okay, nigga miss me. And so his homeboy his best friend O had hit me up because I did write a poem for him before his funeral. And he was having a separate memorial service for him at his turn because his homeboy his best friend, he was actually getting into becoming a pastor at that point in time. Right, at 18, 19 years old. Exactly. Dope, ain't it? Dope, okay. O actually got his own church now, I believe in Northern Virginia. Dope shit, man. So shout out to O. Yeah, O became a pastor. Shout out to O. But he read the poem I wrote about Tristan. And he was like, I'm having a memorial service for him. He said, can you come and read this poem? I said, absolutely. So he put me on the program. Me and my mama, she went to that one. And I went and I did right by my boy. I did right by my boy, and I went and read his poem for him at his service. Right now, like the space I'm in, I'm just working on, still healing and more so forgiving myself, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who made the choices. Forgiving myself, but yeah, sometimes being loyal can go too far, because I should have never let a fuck nigga come in between me and a real friend. Ever. And I actually asked Tristan what he wanted me to name his Sunday in Mimosa. I couldn't name it what he wanted me to name it. He said he wanted me to name it What Happens When You Befriend a Real Nigga. I said, boy, and that sounds just like him. It sounds just like him. But also something else interesting they're telling me to throw in here at the end. Like, I've been speaking back and forth with Tristan since my mediumship gift came back. Right? Which was just a few years ago. And so I don't speak to him often, but I do get to speak to him, which is a really, once again, dope gift to have. And so I ended up getting some information that I only get to keep him for a couple more years. I mean, I only get to speak to him for a couple more years because he's about to be reborn again. He's about to come back to Earth as a different person. So once that happens, so to anybody that's a medium, or if you do go to a medium for like your passed over loved one, please do understand it's a time frame. It is a time frame when you can speak to them, because eventually, if they're not done with their 9-year life cycle, they have to come back. So you can only speak to them but for so long. It might be years, it might be decades, but you can only speak to them but for so long, and it depends on the person and their journey, all honesty. So I just threw that little tidbit in there for anybody that needed to know that type of information. But babies, this is Sunday Mimosa. We got through it. Okay, I thought I was going to cry. Got angry instead. All right. So, all right, that means healing still needs to occur. Okay, if it brings out a different emotion other than peace, that is a clear sign, baby. No matter what the emotion is, if it ain't peace, that's a clear sign. Healing still needs to be done. Okay, the lesson is, people don't last forever, so value and appreciate them while you have them. Amazing friends are irreplaceable. And sometimes the one you love can see what you can't. Okay, I said think about it. All right, babies. I'm your girl, Virgo Garden. If you didn't know that shit, I bet you know that shit now. How to follow me, how to book me, and how to get my wonderful, beautiful, amazing products that you all love so much will be down below in the description box. I love you, babies. Like I always tell y'all, love on the ones that you got, that you value and appreciate while you got them, man. Because people got expiration dates. People got expiration dates, and sometimes so do connections. Sometimes so do connections. I'm going to miss being able to speak to him, but I know he good. I know he good. That boy definitely in God's arms. I know he good. So y'all, especially to the youngins, hear me clear. Because sometimes it could be both sides. Sometimes your friends might try to get in between you and your person, and your person is the person you really supposed to be with. But sometimes your friends can tell you, hey, that ain't the one. And they be right too. So always trust your intuition and definitely pay attention to the red flags. And I'm going to say it one more time. Amazing friends are irreplaceable. I surely am grateful to God. I surely am grateful to that boy mama for allowing me to be able to meet a real earth angel. Love you, babies. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Mwah.